There we go. There's one. That ain't no crappie. I don't know what it is, but... Oh, there's the crappie! I knew there were crappie in there. What is going on, everybody? I was gonna do a little jig fishing down at the lake today, but when I was driving across the river and noticed that I had the place all to myself, I thought I'll just come down here and do a little jig fishing. Now, I got a 7-foot catfish rod with me, but I didn't bring any catfishing equipment at all. All I was gonna do was jig fish, so I just threw some jigs in my pocket. So I got the 1 ounce sinker and the hook that's on there, and that's it. So if we can get down here and catch some bait to cut up, we might do a little catfishing. I'm always down for catfishing. We eat a lot of catfish around my house. So when I get down there, there is a lot of water pumping out of that chute. It's gonna be noisy. I'm gonna have to bounce around and try to find where the fish are stacked up, but y'all stick with me because they're just flat ain't no telling what a person can catch down there with a jig. Guess we just gonna start with this beetle spin here. That's an 1/8 ounce. That's what I got on there. There we go. I don't know what we got. I finally tied on to something. It's a little bitty gar. Oh, I don't want him breaking my jig. There we go. That is a short nose gar. I don't catch just a whole lot of those. Oh, he wrapped my line up. There we go. All right, going about the business now. I was wanting to pick them up and show them to y'all, but as soon as I got that hook out, one flop, here we go. Try this rock. Now we're going to have to get down here one of these days and try to catch one of them big gator gar. I've seen some roll down here that were 6 foot long if they were an inch. Big, big. Big around as your thigh. I can't believe I ain't catching nothing. Not a drum, not a little crappie, not a sand bass. I mean, I caught that little gar, but even he was hooked in the bottom of the mouth. That was a foul hook. I couldn't have kept him if I wanted. You got to catch them in the mouths at these spillways. Any foul hooked fish has to be released immediately. Except I guess for I've seen some people catch some of those big head carp down here. That's kind of a weird one. You're not allowed to put them back, but you're not allowed to keep a foul hooked fish. Let's just hope we don't catch one of those on video. There ain't no way to win. All right, let's go up there by that chute. This ain't working. There's something. What do we got? I snagged a turtle. Yo, look at that. What is the chances of that? Go. Snagged a turtle. I mean, I got him in his pinky toe. Got him in his pinky toe. He's like, come on, man. See if I can do this without getting my finger snapped. There we go. Alright, go on about your business, guy. Snagged a turtle with the beetle spin. try a white jig. I think I got a white jig. I don't have a white jig, but I got a minnow jig. Let's see if that makes a difference. Everything out there eats minnows, so. Let's see. Probably hook on to one of them 15-pound gar and it'll just shred this little pole. Feel like I got some bites up here close. Could it be that those were crappie? There's one. That ain't no crappie. I don't know what it is, but it ain't no crappie. That is a catfish. We caught a catfish on the minnow jig. Look at that. Well, I said everything out there eats minnows. That's what I'm talking about. That is the first catfish I have ever caught on a beetle spin. Man, he swallowed that minnow jig deep. Huh. All right. Well, I was wanting to catch bait to catch catfish. We can catch catfish with a jig. That's more better. Go down here and see if there's anything on this wall I might be able to catch. I'd like to float some cut bait around out in there. Something bit it right there, a perch, something, I don't know. Boy, I'd like to catch me a perch. A little bluegill. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? That is a little bass. A little spotted bass. And I'm gonna cut him up for bait. Finally got some cut bait. Alright, I'm gonna have to use a pretty small piece here because all I have is a 1/0 wacky hook. I wasn't planning on doing no catfishing today. That'll work. Yeah, I got that right there with a 1-ounce sinker. That's all the lead I got. Let's put this out there, see if we can catch another catfish. I'm 100% sure that is not gonna hold in that current. You gotta work with what you got. Something grabbing the gar. Hung it, whatever it was. It is a gar. Get y'all turned here. I hope we don't break my line. I don't got another sinker. There we go. Spotted gar. Oh, slimy little boogers. So you can see them spots on his head. Short nose and a alligator gar. I don't have those. Alright, let's get rebaited. I really am truly surprised that I have not caught a crappie in here yet. I know them little crappie hang out in this riprap. Oh, there's the crappie. I knew there were crappie in there. That one dropped it. Good night, he's gonna get away. That one's big enough to eat. He gonna go on the stringer. All I got is a little chain stringer. It was in the bag. I'm gonna fool around and make a day out of it yet. I knew there'd be some little crappie. There. Whoa, what do we got? What is that? There's the drum. That is a big drum. Spent all morning trying to catch a drum. Finally keep a bass to cut up, and then we catch a drum. Man, he got something going on. I don't need him now. Let's see if I can pick some more crappie out of here while I got time. I got time, but I don't have much battery left in my cameras. I done went through 2 batteries fooling with this today. There we go. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? There's another drum. I'm over it. I want to catch crappie now. That one would have worked out good if I'd caught him before I caught the bass. And I switched her up to a underspin there. Same minute jig. Just knocked the spinner off my other little bait. I don't know how that happened. I don't know if it hung on a rock or a fish popped it. I don't know. This one's considerably lighter. This is a 16th. The other one was an 8th. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Golly, what do we got? Another drum. First cast with the underspin. Man, I should have started with this. I'd had bait an hour ago. Ain't that the way it goes? I knew that wasn't no crappie. Maybe I should have switched to that a long time ago. I said that in the very beginning when I was trying to catch drum. You get out here and you try to catch crappie and you can't catch nothing but drum. When I was actually fishing for a drum, I couldn't catch one. Those drum eat pretty good too. They're a firmer meat. They're not real flaky, they're firm. They're not fishy. They're not bony either. They don't keep real good though. If you freeze them, try to thaw them out, they don't, they just kind of go to mush. If you're gonna eat them, you gotta eat them same day. I just looked down at my camera. It is almost out of battery. That's all right, I am almost out of time. We made a day out of it. We've caught some fish. Hasn't been the most productive day I've ever had. Another drum. Good grief. Catch them things one right after another now. Golly. Well, that does it. I'm gonna take my 2 fish down there and head to the house to flay them. I'm gonna gather everything up. That pole's bobbling, but it's been bobbling all. I mean, the guard just stacked in that fish. It's been one of them days. I'm not complaining. I like catching fish. I don't really care what kind they are. So, we're gonna get out of here. I appreciate y'all watching. We will catch you next time.